Welcome to Supernatural Japan, the podcast where we explore the myths, folklore, and spiritual traditions of Japan. I'm Kevin O'Shea, and today we're diving into the world of lucky animals. Creatures believed to bring fortune, protection, and prosperity in Japanese culture. From the wise owl to the mystical fox, these animals are more than just symbols. They are deeply woven into Shinto and Buddhist beliefs, folklore, and even modern superstitions. So, whether you're hoping to attract good luck or just love a good legend, stay tuned as we uncover the fascinating stories behind Japan's most auspicious creatures. Japan has a rich tradition of associating certain animals with good fortune, prosperity, and protection. These animals are referred to as auspicious animals. Some of the most auspicious animals include the crane, known in Japanese as tsuru, turtle, kame, carp, koi, the fox, kitsune, owl, fukuro, tanuki, which is a Japanese raccoon dog, and the swallow, Tsubame. There are many others, of course. Those are just a few. Now, in this episode, I'm going to focus on both the swallow, the Tsubame, as well as the owl, the Fukuro. In future episodes, I'm going to talk about other auspicious animals. Now, I am a nature lover, an animal lover, and I have a background in environmental education. And during my years in Japan, I was also a birder. I used to spend much of my free time exploring the mountains and farm fields of the Kansai region of Japan with my cameras, photographing birds, insects, and wildflowers. Nature photography, wildlife photography, these were two of my biggest passions when I lived in Japan. So, now, it's time to get into it with one of my favorite birds, swallows. Now, swallows, or tsubame in Japanese, are considered lucky birds in Japan because they symbolize good fortune, prosperity, and safe returns. This belief is rooted in several cultural and historical associations. Now, swallows are considered harbingers of spring and prosperity. Swallows migrate to Japan in the spring, signaling the arrival of warmer weather and agricultural abundance. Farmers traditionally viewed them as a sign of a good harvest. They're also considered protectors of homes. Swallows often build their nests under the eaves of houses, temples, and shops, and it's believed that a swallow nesting in one's home brings good luck and protection from misfortune. Now, modern laws actually protect swallow nests. Can you remove a swallow's nest from your home or your business? It's a question people sometimes ask. Now, you can only remove a swallow nest from your home if it's your property, if you own it, and there are no chicks or eggs in the nest. They're otherwise protected under the Wildlife Protection and Management Law in Japan. So, if you're renting an apartment or renting a home, as a renter, you legally can't touch it. And if they lay eggs before the management company comes, you're stuck with it until the chicks have grown and left the nest. Now, swallows also represent safe journeys and loyalty. Because swallows travel long distances and return to the same nesting spot year after year, they are associated with safe returns and strong familial bonds. This made them a popular symbol for travelers and sailors. They also have a place in folklore and superstition. Japanese folklore warns against destroying a swallow's nest, as it is believed to bring bad luck or disaster upon the household. In contrast, allowing the birds to stay brings blessings. And they're symbols of love and devotion. Swallows are monogamous and return to their mate each season, making them a symbol of faithfulness and enduring love. And because of these positive associations, swallows continue to be cherished in Japan, appearing in art, poetry, and even family crests known as kamon. Now, one thing I'm going to encourage each and every one of you to do right now, and again at the end of the podcast, will be to go over to the Supernatural Japan podcast Instagram at Supernatural Japan. Please go and follow us there. We've got about 130 followers right now, and I appreciate every one of you and would love more of you to come over to the party. What you're going to see is photographs of swallows that I personally took in Japan. As I mentioned, I was a fan of nature photography, wildlife photography while I lived in Japan. And I really do have some really cool and cute photos of swallows, Tsubame. I've got a few really cute ones from Akashi Park in Akashi, Japan, which is outside of Kobe, as well as in the Suma area of Kobe. I took some really nice ones a few years back of some little nestlings enjoying life, waiting for their mama to come and feed them under the eaves of a shop near Suma Beach. So you can check those out when you follow the Supernatural Japan podcast Instagram. Next, we're going to talk about owls, Fukuro. They are considered lucky animals in Japan for several reasons, deeply rooted in linguistic wordplay, folklore, religious beliefs, and their symbolic role in protection and wisdom. Now, going to talk a little bit about why they are such auspicious creatures in Japan. First of all, you've got the linguistic wordplay. The Japanese word for owl is Fukuro, and it can be written with several different kanji combinations that create positive meanings. So, for example, Fuku Kuro means fortune comes. Fuku means good fortune or blessings. Fu Kuro means no hardship. The fu means not, and the kuro means hardship or trouble. Or Fukuro, a blessed long life. The ro relating to aging and longevity. And because of these homophones, owls are seen as symbols of good fortune, protection from hardships, and a long life. The wordplay is one of the biggest reasons why owl-themed charms, decorations, and figurines are popular in Japan. Owls are also a symbol of wisdom and learning. They're commonly associated with wisdom and intelligence, much like in Western cultures. This belief is linked to their keen eyesight and nocturnal nature, which symbolize deep perception and hidden knowledge. In Japan, Tenjin, the Shinto deity of learning and scholarship, is often associated with owls. Students and scholars seek owl-themed amomori, or protective charms, for academic success, especially before important exams. Because of this connection, owl imagery is popular in schools, libraries, and even educational institutions as a symbol of knowledge and intellectual growth. Now, owls are also seen in Japan as protective guardians against misfortune. In Japanese folklore and superstition, owls are believed to have protective powers. Owls are seen as guardians that ward off bad luck and negative energy. Some legends suggest that keeping an owl figurine in the home or workplace can prevent financial troubles and bring stability. In rural areas, owls are believed to keep away evil spirits and bad omens, acting as a protective force for families. This belief in their protective power is why many businesses, homes, and even temples feature owl statues and decorations. Owls also have a connection to wealth and prosperity. Owls are considered a symbol of financial prosperity and business success. Many business owners display owl figurines or charms in their shops, hoping to attract good luck and a steady income. The belief that owls can see beyond the darkness is metaphorically applied to business success, helping entrepreneurs see opportunities even in tough times. And owl charms are given as gifts to new business owners, symbolizing financial foresight and stability. Now, regional and cultural popularity. Different regions of Japan have their own local beliefs about owls. The Iwami Kagura, a sacred dance from the Iwami region, features an owl as a messenger from the gods. Some shrines, such as Iwashizumu Hachigomu Shrine in Kyoto, have owl statues and charms that people seek for good fortune. Additionally, modern Japanese culture has embraced owls in art, mascots, and souvenirs. Many Japanese lucky charm stores sell owl-themed amulets, further strengthening their association with good luck. And I need a little bit of that owl magic to help me with some of my Japanese pronunciations. Oh, that's for sure. Next, there is a popularity in shrines and souvenirs. Owls are often depicted in ema, which are wooden prayer plaques at Shinto shrines, where people write their wishes for good luck and protection. And many souvenir shops in Japan sell owl-themed daruma, wish dolls, and moneki neko, beckoning cat statues, blending owl symbolism with traditional lucky items. Now, because of their multifaceted symbolism, luck, wisdom, protection, and prosperity, owls remain one of Japan's most beloved, auspicious creatures. Well, that's it for another episode of the Supernatural Japan podcast. Now you know a little more about some of Japan's most revered and mystical animals, the swallow and the owl. Now, if you enjoy this podcast, please follow, leave a rating, and leave a review wherever you listen to podcasts. And help the show grow by sharing it with your friends and on your social media. Podcast growth is a grassroots movement, absolutely. And if you have any haunted stories, spooky stories, stories of revered animals, anything like that at all, please send those stories to me at supernaturaljapan@gmail.com. And follow us on social media for more haunted tales. Of course, you can find me on Instagram, the podcast on Instagram at Supernatural Japan. You're going to find a lot of photos from this podcast of different animals, different things we talked about. So go there, check it out. Please join. You can also follow me on Blue Sky. I'm very active on Blue Sky at MadForMaple. Again, there's a link in the show notes. And you can email me at supernaturaljapan@gmail.com. And of course, please check out the Facebook page for the podcast. All of those links are in the show notes. Yeah, that's it for another episode of the Supernatural Japan podcast. You can expect in the future some more episodes about auspicious animals here in Japan, animals that bring luck, that are revered. Such a great topic. All right, well, that's it. Wherever you are in the world, hope you're doing well and stay spooky.